from the server side, we have to fix something in the index.jsx because we create the paper secret client ID here. So we want to get that client ID from the API when we fetch from the client side. That's why it is authenticate that we are using paper app. So I will do index.js here. Say I have code here, so I will add comment and I will explain you. This is the paper payment API for client key. So it is just API select convert select paper API key endpoint, and it will has request and response. If it is that endpoint is request, it will send the paper client ID through the API response. So I will go and show you localhost 3000 with the API get config. So we got our key. So this key will be used in the client side when we click. So it will be consuming that client ID site. So we will go into the place order. So when we click, so we should get the client ID. So first of all, we have to define the client ID in order to get the ID from the server. Okay, so set the client ID. Set client ID. You will use date as a null. So here we need to use useEffect. So as I understand, as I explained you before, useEffect is using for the when we fetch that component, when we call that component, that useEffect will be work automatically as a initial state. So we can fetch the paper client ID using useEffect. So but I will create another function called get paper client ID function. Paper client ID. So that function is using asynchronous because we have to request, make a network request. Okay. I need to do with the arrow return function key, and inside it we will make a response response. I see response. That response will be await AOZAXIOS dot get the we will use basic here base URL BSE base URL. This base URL will be imported from the constant base URL as we see this one. Okay, so we have imported AOZAXIOS and then get base URL select API select we will say UNFID config select PAYP the URL. Okay, so we got our response back from the server. At this time we will say const fetch client ID will be response dot data. So we got our data, so we can say set client ID will be that fetched client ID. So we have our client ID. So but we have to consume that function inside the useEffect. So we know that when we call that component, that get paper client ID is fetched automatically. So it assign client ID. So I will go and make changes a little bit here. So we have to say, so if the client ID is not null and it is client ID is there, we will work that button. If not, that button will be empty. So by doing that UN will be showing nothing. So by doing that, it makes sure that you are fetching the client ID from the server, and after you got, you will show that button. If not, user cannot make payment and cannot make checkout. Perfect. So right now we need to do as more like reduce for the order, because it will be like another state. Like you have to think about the order process. So in the order process, let's say so we have to create the reduce for the order. So first thing first, we have to create the constant. That's why we can foresee what we are going to do. Inside the order.js, in under the constant folder, I would define so we will do the order request first, like order order req. So that order request will have two things, like order success and order reset. So I will say order reset, and then order order success, and then we may have like payment. For the order, we may have like payment. So I would say order payment, order payment request, and then that order payment can be fail or success. Request fail fail, or order payment req success. Then we will have another one, which is order detail fail. So I mean the order detail request. Then so it will also have two things, like fail and success. Order detail fail fail, or order detail and success. To make everything unique, I would say req fail and req success. So that is pretty much about for now. Maybe I will also do, after user order, user can track their order from the order list order table. So I will make the same thing in here as well. So we will say order list required. So that order where list required can be fail list req fail fail, or order list req success. So we may have these requests in the order reduce. So I will create the order reducer first. So I will create new file called order.js under the reducer. So for the reducer, we will import the order constant from the constant folder. So I would import import order request, and the order reset, and the order success, and another three thing, which is order detail request, order detail request field, and the order detail request success, and payment order payment request fail, order payment request success. So we may have these. Why it is okay, no, order payment request success from constant order. Okay, so we have our request, and also we will import order list request. So this is the order history, a kind of order list request fail, and the order list request success. Okay, we need that one. So we have our request. So first I will create the order create reducer. So this will be order create reducer. const const. I will make with export to use this function later. Order reducer. That will be every reducer they have state and the action. So the state will be first of all hold the order with the dictionary and the action ACTI1 action, and then it will has return with using arrow function key. So inside it we will have switch. That switch will handle the action type, action.type, and the case order req. If the case is order req, we will return loading true. So at this time we'll make loading. Okay, we'll introduce user with the loading UI, and then case order is success. We will return for sure loading will be false because it's already success. And then success is success will be true, and true true, and the order data will be action.payload. So this is order success. If it is order fail, in case of order fail order fail, we will say return loading false, and the error action 80. Okay, as a therefore we would say as a default. Oh, I mean, in case another one order reset. In case order reset, we will return empty, and the default as a default return state. Order, I think order request fee. What is order? So we need to make order request success, order reset, order fail. We need to create another one, order fail, order fail. So I will create order fail here inside the constant, because order might be failed sometime, right? So I will create the order fail. So we have to declare these into the EXPORT expo const Control C, and then like this. Okay, so we have our constant. So these will be in the order reducer, and the order. Okay, so another thing I will do is order DD reducer. So let's create the order DD reducer, EXPORT expo const order DEDIL reducer reducer. Inside it we will do state as well, state, and the in that state we will have loading true, and the shipping address will be empty state, and the order items items item will be array list, and then we will have the action. So we will have arrow function key. So inside it we will also have the switch like we use in here. So I would say I will copy and the instead of request set, I order DD request. Order DD request. This order DD request can be success, REQ success, or can be fail, request F fail. So it will return as it, therefore it will be returning the state. So this is about the order DD reducer and the order payment reducer. We will create the order payment reducer. So I will copy the same thing, and this is will be order payment. So there will be a state and action, empty state. We don't have so in here we will have ORDER, order payment request, success. If it is success is true, and if it is fail, order payment request fail. If it is this one, ORDER, order PY payment request success, we will say success true. So yeah, this is pretty much about order payment reducer. So we will do for the order list. Order list, ORDER LIST REDUCR. In the order list reducer, we will have the state will have the orders list. So let's say if I type action.type, loading will be true, and this one will be ORDER, order list request. This order list request can have success, and the can fail as well. So at this time, if it is success, we will say ORDER S. This order data will be assigned. After that, if it is request fail, the error message will be assigned. So these are the pretty much about the reducer and the action we have to do for the action. So I would say order.js. So inside the order.js action, we will do the couples of things. So let's say I will import the same thing that we import in the order reducer. So I will go back here. So the same thing, I just import that, and we will create our first action, export const order action. So this order action will have parameter order with the ascent. For sure, we will have dispatch and the get state, and we will return with arrow function key. Inside it, we will use try and the catch the error. For now, I will say console.log the error. So inside the try block, I will dispatch order request first, so it will get the loading for that. Type will be ORDER, order request. Okay, so we will get the loading, and then const, we will say we need the user pair token, because only authenticated user can make the order. That's why I will say const user info. I will try to fetch the user info from the user login reducer. Okay, that's why I use get state. So we will say get state dot user login reducer. We will import user login. No, we don't need user login reducer. We have user, yes. So user login action. So for the reducer, we have user login reducer. Okay, so I will copy to make exactly here get user reducer. So we got user reducer here. Then I will get the user info. So by doing that, we got the login authentication user from here. So and then I will say config. In this config, just add in the header with the pair user authentication token. So I would say HEADER as header. In the header JSON, I would add content type application JSON. So for the authorization, I will add the pair token. So for the authorization, I will add pair token like this, like authorization pair user info / token. So we got our token from the authentication user. After that, I will create the AOZ network request like data, and the AOZ I have to import AOZ dot post and the base URL as well. So ABN/order. So that base URL is coming from constant base URL. So when we create the ABN/order, we will go to the ABN folder. This is the server folder, route, and the order. As you see, index.js ABN/order, this order go to order route. So that order route has the main route, so it will call to the main route. So we will send the order item, shipping address, payment method, and price, tax to the price, and these will be create new order in the inside the MongoDBs. So this is pretty much about it. So I call that API. So I will minimize the API again. So I will close. I will go back here. So this is the data we got from the server. Then I will dispatch the success and the cart item clear. Okay, so I will say cart item clear. So after that, I will say I will dispatch the order. The order will be set and the data will be sent to through there. For the item cart item clear, after that we have to clear the item. So I will import that from the impurd from the cart. Under the constant folder we have cart. So that cart we have cart item clear. Yes, cart item clear. So that cart item clear will do its work. Like in the redo in the cart, like when we call cart item clear, this one is, you know, cart item will be empty list again. So something like this. So this one will create the order action, and so let's do for the payment, order payment. So this is order action, and this is will be order payment. This is order action. Okay, so after that we'll create the order action. So for the order action, I will not type the entire code again to save our time. I will show you. So I will show you here. I will minimize it. For the order payment, I create the order payment action. Every action we can receive like different kinds of parameter. Here I receive order ID and payment result. So dispatch and get state. Because for the dispatch we can say order payment request, so it will be loading, and nothing happened because we sent that dispatch to the order reducer. We create the order payment here, so it will be loading through. So we will show the loading UI to the customer, and the after that we got user info using get state from the user login reducer. So we create the header, the same thing like we do above, and then we put the ABI select order select that's order ID and the payment. This ABI I will show you again in the ABI folder. We have route order. So inside the route order we have I will show you the here order payment ID select payment. That's ID is order ID, and then it's if it is the order is found in the MongoDB, we will say its paint will be true, and the paint at the date will be registered, and the payment reset will be also registered from the paper in the database. So this is pretty much about it. And for the dispatch, I would say order payment success and order payment success. So do we have order payment success here? Order payment request success. It should be order payment request success. Order payment request success, and the order delay action. So we have to import from the user about the user logout. I have, let's say, so we have action under the user. So I will import this one, user logout action, from the user. Here we have user login action and user logout action. So we bring that into our order action because we can work across from different action and different reducer. So this is order delay reducer action. So for the order delay action I will create later. So this one will be order payment request field. Okay, so after we make a order, so what we can do order delay action. Order delay action I will also show you. I will not type from the line by line to make safe. So this is order delay action, order delay request REQ, and the order delay REQ request field. So we create we ask with the using ID of the order, and we try to find ABI select order select ID. If it is we found, we send that data. So it's very simple. Like the order payment action, we can now include our order delay action with the order ID. So by doing that, we have make a network necessary request for the order action, order payment, and the order delay action. I will create another one, order list action. I will say action. So for the order list action, like I said, user want to see the order history in their dashboard or in their account. So I would create another order list action for that. So here we got the order list action, and we use dispatch and get stage. For the dispatch, order list request will be made, and order list request success, and order list request failed. So according to the API, so we got the ABI select order. So we will return the order list from the API, then reassign the payload as a data from the response. So that is pretty much about for the order.js. This is order reset and order fail. We don't use in here, so we can delete. So I would use the reduce inside the where it is place order. So inside here we will create the create order and approve function inside paper bottom. So inside the create order, let's say I will have like data and action. So for the data, I would say like this, and for the action, ACTI1S action with the arrow return key. So that action will return the result of the order that created. So I would say return, and then ACTI1S action dot order dot create. So this is the function that provide in the paper.js. So inside the create, I will have like purchase unit, PURCACC purchase unit, and then that unit will be a list. So when you go and check paper.js, real paper.js, sorry, my bad. When you go to the real paper.js, when you scroll down, you will see the thing that I'm doing. So here, okay, so here is like create order function. They just created by the server URL and everything. But for me, I create doing like this: data action and the return using the purchase unit. And then I will say inside it, I will say dictionary amount will be CURR currency code. We will use here USD. For you, you can say whatever you want. Like you can do as you wish. So TOTA. This is the price that we defined earlier in here. Total, like subtotal, and the tax price and shipping address, everything include, that's called total. So we use that total in our create order. So fine, and that will be good. And after we create that, if it is approved on approve, we will do the another thing called, we will have data and action as well with the arrow function key. So inside it, we will return ACTI1S action dot order. So dot cap capture, we will capture the order. Then another detail, we will have detail and success payment handler. So we have to create, after this is approved, we have to send request the API to the backend like we create in the reduce. I will show you where is the reduce order. Okay, so we have to create the order action. Yeah, so to make this order action, we can do directly here, or we can create the separate action here. I would prefer like separate action here. So I will create the const success payment HND and the handler. So we will use essence for this, and payment result payment reset will be passed through there, and inside it we will make try and the catch the error. So inside the try block, we will say set, we will say, let me see, we will say dispatch, DIMP-ATCH, dispatch. We will dispatch. Do we use dispatch here? No, we don't. So we will create the dispatch const DISPATCH use dispatch. So we can use that dispatch. Inside it, we will say order ACTI1 action that we created earlier. So inside it, we will pass the order items ORDER ITEMS will be CRT cart items. So this will be order items from the cart, and shipping address will be cart.shipping shipping address, and the total price will be TOTAL. Oops, total price will be total, and we'll say payment method METHOD. Payment method will be PayPal because we use here only PAL. So I will say like this, and the price is subtotal. So subtotal will be price, and the tax price we have to send tax price as well, and the shipping price. Shipping price will be SAIPP PRICE shipping price. So that order action will be dispatched after successful payment handler. Okay, after successful approved from the paper React.js. So we would say like successful payment handler will be sending through using the DETAINS details. That should be function. Yeah, so we will use the function here. So on approve, we will say successful payment handler with the detail that we got from the PayPal, and we will send through the here. So send through here. With the dispatch, why order action is not defined. Okay, we have to import order action for sure. So this order action will be coming from IM import or action from order. Okay, cool. So that action order will be okay. So payment reserve, I created the payment reserve. So we need to create one more thing, like payment reserves. So according to the payment reserve, we will make a like navigate to the payment reserve page. That's why. But for now, I will delete it. Later, I will use it. So for now, we are okay. So we will say console.log ERR. Okay, so perfect. So I will start testing the people. So it's working or not. I will just look. So for now, we will go to the MongoDB. So we will check that order. So I go into my MongoDB in order to see if it is working or not. Inside the order right now, it is empty. So I would fill the file. I would fill the. Okay, so we have got the error. SRC cart.js does not provide an cart item clear. Okay, cart.js cart item clear. Ordered, we will go to constant cart. Cart item clears. We only have cart item clears. Sorry, this is my mistake. I will go back order. Cart item clear. Instead of cart item clear, I would say cart item clear. Yeah, so what is the another problem? Maybe order reduce. Order reduce. And don't forget to register your reducer in the store.js. Yeah, I almost forgot. So I came back here you have to register your reduce, like the order reducer and the order detail reducer. Oops, order detail no action, order detail reduce reducer, and the order payment reducer, and the finally order list reduce reducer. You have to import these 4 reducer that we just created. So after that, I will check out. Okay, I will click here, and everything is fine. I will say 1, so I have to pay the shipping price 20. So for the shipping address, I will say 123 EXAMPLE example, and CD EXAMPLE, and the postal 123456, and country EXAMPLE example country. And so make sure you use your sample account. When you test, you will have like email and password from the testing sample account, and I log in with the sample account. So my name is John, and this is a fake account and visa and everything. It's provided from PayPal when you use sample account. So I would say complete purchase. I think it's successful. Let me go and check. And so I don't have the order, so here we make something wrong, so it also doesn't reset. So when I check in the network, I found that we have got 500 internet server. So when we send the validation, the shipping address country is required. So which means that we haven't saved the shipping address here when we send the data to the server. When we click paper, we should save the data, and then we will send the order. So yeah, so we have to do about that in our client side. When you send the payment, you have to save this information into the cart. Like we have removed from cart save shipping address action. So I will use that action, and then I will make the order. So this is the problem we should fix. Shipping address function, and I dispatch the save shipping address action using address CD and postal code and the country. So that method will be save the shipping address. So I call this method using the button. You will see I add the button on click save shipping address and the name or save shipping address. When I click that button, it will save the address. Then we can purchase. So I will show you from start. So I will add to cart. So maybe I will add another item here. So we have 2 items. So I will check out. So here that I just make test EXAMPLE example 1 2 3 example, and CD will be EXAMPLE example 1 2 3 1 2 3, and country will be EXAMPLE. So if I click, you will see in the application, so shipping address is saved there. So we have to save that shipping address. If not, you will get error when you make the purchase. So I will close for now. I will make a payment. So when we make a payment, you will have different option to pay. So this is a fake account that PayPal support. So I will click. Then you see our order summary item has reset, and the count has been 0. And let's check here. We will have order should be inserted. Yes, so it is order item has been 2 item is inserted here, and the shipping address is there, and the tax price, shipping to the price, and everything is there. So perfect. So we got our order under the order MongoDB. So So after that, we have to redirect the user to the successful page, and the user can check the order history. So this thing will be due in the next video. So this is all about this. Thank you guys. In this final video, as a bonus, I would like to show you the history of the order list that we created in the order action. You may remember order list action. So this will fetch all the order that user made, a list of orders. So we can show that using table or anything. So I have ran the server and the client side. So again, and the here when I go back home page, so instead of profile, I would say an order history or something. So we go to the navbar, and instead of PRO finally profile, and get started. So for the navigation, like href flow by, so I would do using the link. I would say link and closing that with link. So we'll make changes here. So for the href, we have to say 2, and this one will be the home. So this image, so spgrepo.com, you go spgrepo.com and you can find, like, say your PPI in the shopping. So you will see icon there. So for me, I will copy image address here directly, so to show you, but you can download and you can do the same thing. And as you see, our logo is changed. If I click here, it should be going back there. So for the home, like we have home, and you can add, like, to make more nice, like about or something, like you can add about page or policy page or something. So here, instead of a link, I will show link, and then if I click here, I will go back to the home page. I will say 2. So this one will be like, if I click here, it's all the way there. If I go back, yes. So if I go back here, yeah, it should go back. So something like for the user, I would say, instead of profile, about, sorry, it's my bad, I create the component drop down, it's here. So instead of profile, I would say HNSDOR history, order history. So when user click here, like, he should be redirecting to the order history. So we have to create the page. Under the pages, we will create core order_history.tsx. So for the order history, like we do, we have to create export for export for export for, we will say order history. So return like this. So inside it, we will have the empty tag. So for the drop down, yeah, we can make a route using with the link. I will show you this one later. So we will create like this, instead of default, and the export function. Yeah, export function, not default. So I will go here and find the Tailwind flow by. We will go to the React flow by. So inside here, it's okay. Inside here, like, you go the flowby.com, and you can go to the quick starter or blogs. So when you go into the blogs, you may find the a list of component there. So for me, I need a table. So I'm finding the table. I think this one is order overview. Yeah. So as you see, we have nice beautiful table there. So you can also change the font and color here, like rose or something, but I say default blue is okay for me. And so we will show the code and we will copy this code, and then I will paste between the empty tag, and I need to make changes. So here is instead of class, we will fix all to the class name, so it will be good. So that order history we will import in our app.js@jix. So I will go order history. Then I will remove this ID. Okay, so I will say order history. So this order history is assigned in our app. So I will go and check / order history. So it should bring me the table. So I will go into the order history. I will warp with the layout, so we can get our header and footer. Inside that layout, I will paste the session like this. So our header and footer is there. So this is our order history. It should be like this. So we will assign the data for the order. So first thing first, we have to like the order confirmation. When we go, we have to make the order action with using fs. So instead of order DD action, we have to use other thing. Okay, so I will say user fat. I will copy that user fat and I will paste in here. So we will call user fat, and then we will use the dispatch as well. So I will create DISPATCH use dispatch. So we will use that dispatch and we will say order list action. Okay, so we don't need any parameter here. So we will say dispatch only here. So by doing that, we call the action. So that action will synchronize network request with the server. After that, it will assign the data to the reducer. So in here, I will close this. And here I will show order DD reducer. Like this, we have to use letter, and then we will define the loading error and data from there. So I will copy and I will show you here. Instead of order DD reducer, we will say order list reducer. Okay, so we will use selector import from the React Redu. Then we will say I think order list reducer. We have, I will go the not action reducer, order list reducer. When we go order list reducer, we define orders. Okay, orders array. So I have to make sure orders and then loading or error. So I think loading or error, error. Okay, so we got our data from the order list reducer. So we can reuse that order list reducer in the label. This is label. Okay, found. Okay, so I think this is the thing that we need. Order IT. Okay, so this is never. So so I will remove that. And for the if I remove the rest, I believe, yeah, I believe, okay, we are right. So here, like the let me go and check instead of, okay, cancel, did that, okay. So I would say, instead of deleting everything, I want to use the UI I like, because I want to use that, okay, that row. I want to use that row UI. Second row and the dot row. So I will delete the above two row and the below. So I will only use that one. So we delete other like static data. We don't need a lot. We just need to loop here. So we have order, the as orders. If the orders are not null, so we will work here. Okay. So I will command X and command V. So inside that block, we have to loop. So inside here we have to loop orders.map, and then inside it we will say single order. So inside here we have to show that UI, and okay, I will grab like this. Okay, so I will return the UI. So we have to define key, yes. So order.id, we have to define key. Every row should have key, if not we will got the error. So here, like, we can say order IT will be order._underscore ID. So we'll go and check. As you see, we have our order ID. So we can do as a date, like we may have, let me go and check in the Mongo. I think we don't need to go there. We may have here like order dot, maybe right now I will put ID. So let me check here. If I go application and car item, if I go car item, network, so if I request here order, so I should get the response like this. Yeah, so respond like this. In here we can see order items, payment result, shipping address, and user, total price is paid. Okay, total price, created at, delivery at, paid at. Okay, so we can use the created at. I will paste here created at, so that became the time. Okay, and the price, for the price I would say order.pinc price. And then for the stated, I will say if it is that its pain is true, if it pain is true, not paint yet. Paint me order dot is paint. So order dot is paint is true. it will say paint. If not, no paint yet. So we had paint and no paint yet. So for the paint, we will say PG green, and the okay, so we will say like this. Perfect. So I will make like here. What I can do is so I would say if order dot is paint, if order dot is paint, I will use that class name. I will use that class name as I will use that another class name. So I would say instead of here green, I would say red. Yeah. So you can also, you can also validate the class attribute inside the div class name like me. So you may know that it is red, not paint. Yes, it's paint green. And for the price, why total price, I think, no price, total price. So yeah, total price is there. For the view detail, you may add or you don't. For now I will comment like this, and yeah, that is pretty much about it. And the date, order ID and the date, I would flex to I would say margin left 10. No, it's not. Yeah, so if I say margin left 10, it's spread here. So yeah, that is pretty much about the order history of the user which it's made. So for the date, I would format using the find moment.js. You can format the date and the time as you wish. For now, our date time is like this, so I don't like it. So I want to change. So I find moment.js, and here I like this format, so I will choose that moment. So I will go and the order.create that at instead of that I will paste in here. So I will delete the full comma. Inside it I will paste create.at, but we have to import moment. So I will import import ment moment from ment moment. So I think it will be good. Yes, so July 24 2024, the date, the price. So that is pretty much about the order history. So when user go here, user click order history, so I will make the drop down item. So inside it, or we can outside, we can make link. So that link will warp this one, and we will make two and /ord order HNSDRY. So we will import that link from React router DOM. I think we should import like this, yeah, from react router DOM. So order history, select order history, yes. And the problem, what is the problem? So we'll go to the console. React router DOM.js does not exist. Sorry, my bad. Like this, I have to import like this. So when you go order history, okay, I will go back home, order history, so you will see like this. Okay, so it is, we know that we can do like this, but for the order history, we can do the loading and error. So I will show you as a bonnet. So here when you see NOAD loading, and so this block of code will be working, the rest the UI will be working. So I will copy that UI will be working under, okay, I would say like this, and the rest of the code will be working here. If it loading, I will work this part as I will work this part. Okay, so we are good to go. If it loading, I will show loading. So I would like to show you a loading. How can we add Spanner, SPIN, Spanner. Yeah, so Spanner, this one we can use that loading, and yeah, I like it. So I will copy this one. So we will say component, enter component loading JSX. So in here we have to, of course, for sure, we have to make the component export function NOAD loading, and then we have to, sorry, we have to return then like this. So for the class, we have to change class name. So that is perfect. We got our loading component. So I will reuse that loading component here. So I would say loading and loading. So we have to import that loading component. I would say import loading from components loading fr1 from. So we got our loading, and I will record that loading. So if I refresh, you see the loading is there. So I will show you it is so first, that's why. So we can do the network request slow. So I will say network request slow 3G. So if I make a network request slow, you may see I will make disable cache. Yeah, so we see the loading there. So that is pretty much about how you can create your own loading component and import in here. So thank you all about the e-commerce website we did from part 1 to until the end. So part 1 is about the setting up the API server, and this the last video we are doing the client side with the React. So thank you guys, and see you in the next project. To host the project we has been building. So this project we will use the Vercel. So Vercel, which is really nice. As a hobby, it is free, but there is a network request limitation. But if your project grow faster in the future, you might increase the pro or enterprise. So for now, I'm okay with the hobby. So I go to the dashboard, and then I will start creating the new project. Before it, we have to do the most important thing, which is you go to your project folder API. Under the API, we will do the server side first. We will host the server side first. That's why I go the API folder. Then I create vercel.json. this JSON, only you need that JSON. Okay, so the rest is very easy. So in here you can define your version, like version for your project version is 1 or 2. I start with the 2. For the name, I will give like node shop SHOP, node shop API. So this will be our name of the project, and then define is very important. If you base here index.js, you should create index.js. If you did the other like app.js, the name should be matched. So this is a build and this is a route. So the route will be under the SRC folder. I give a command, you can run there any folder in here. So this is the first JSON. And then after that, you have to push into the Git repo, and I will show you the Git repo I will use. So this is the Git repo. Under the API, you should push your verset.json file here. So it will be synchronize this file when we create the verset project. So right now, if you want to test, you can fork that project under your Git repo, and you can use that project as well. Don't forget to give it start. So I will go to the dashboard here. So I will delete this one, we don't need. So in dashboard, you go new project, and then you can find your project here. So for me, I already found my project Node.js shop, so I import. So here you can edit. Root directory is very important. So for us right now, we are going to host API. So I choose API. If it is client, later I will choose client. So I go continue. Then environment variable, we can add environment variable from our .env file. So we have port 3000. So I will say port 3000, and then MongoDB URL. So I copy and I add MongoDB URL here, and the value will be this one, and I say add, and another one will be JWT secret key. So this is the key. I have no show 1 2 3 4. You can add your paper client ID. So I go here and I will add, copy that paper client ID key. So I will add, but after it deploying, so we'll wait just in 1 or 2 minutes. So as you see, our project is now ready. So when I visit, it's fine because it's we don't have the UI for this. So if you remember, like API config/pypl people, so you will got the API response, which means that is totally fine. So we got our when I fetch about API select product, we have the error. So when you got the error, you can go and check in the log under the project you just built, and you will see the error because it's Mongo server. So in the Mongo server, you go into the network access, and then you should add the IP, like add IP address. Yeah, this entry temporary will be deleted. No. So access is under IP address. Okay, I will say 0.0.0.0/0, which means I can access from everywhere. So confirm. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah. So after I add 0.0.0/0, so when we fetch, our network return the product list. So it means that our API is working. So when I will host for the website. So I go into my home page of the Verset, and then create new project. The repo will be the same. So we will edit here again. Now we will choose client. So I say continue, and I don't need environment variable in client. I will deploy. So we will continue to the dashboard and visit and yeah, for sure, because that we for the client we have to push into the GitHub repo, because the base URL will be right now is localhost. We should push the later code here, this one. So I will stop the server. I will say git add commid commit -m at base URL, then git push. So it will be good. After that, you don't need to touch anything. It will be update automatically when you come here. You know, now it is building after you push it, because it has the built-in CI/CD deployment. So that's perfect. We just need to wait. So now it's ready. Let me check. Perfect. So you see our Node.js project is in the website. So you can I will attach that link in the description. You can go and test. So let me go and the add to cart. Oh, I have to log in. So we have user account, say login login. Oops. So if you found like that kinds of error, so this is the another tip I will show you. If you know tip and tricks, the life is very easy. So if I go login, select login, if I click directly from URL, you will get like this in a Vercel project. You have to do under the client folder, you have to create the vrc.js and Vercel as well. So here you have to add the source and the destination like me. So I will push it into the Git repo. Git add dot, and then add vrc Vercel JSON, git push. Oops, gind push, come on, push push. So we'll go and check the deployment. Yeah, so it's now building. We'll wait again. Need to go, I think this one. Yeah, now as you see, after we add the Vercel JSON file, now the login is working. Whenever you call the login from URL or any other thing, you will not see like this. So I will say user@gmail.com, the password I think 1234567 So now I am logged in, as you see. So I will go here, I will add to cart. So then I will check out here. So this is the example address I save, and then I pay with the PayPal. Perfect. So this is just testing from the top to bottom of the project in the Vercel hosting site. So it's totally perfect. So I will attach it, and you can text the website from that link in the YouTube description. Thank you guys.